Welcome to a couple of bunkies. Last fall, when cleaning up leaves, I heard a ruckus from behind me from my Track Vac. I looked behind me and saw that the motor on the Track Vac was dancing from side to side, and we were getting little to no suction. So I went ahead and removed the 6-inch inlet, thinking there might be something clogged in the turbine housing. I do this by removing these 7 nuts. So I removed the inlet to find that the impeller was completely beat to heck. So I look up any serial number or information off the Track Vac and take some searches online to see if I can find this impeller. And come to find out, the company is alive and well, and with some of the best customer service that I've ever dealt with. So I end up finding the Leaf Vac 580 that matches our model number. From here, I'm able to find the manual that I'm able to download in order to help me find the exact turbine I need for this piece of equipment. So it appears that I have 2 options, an inch bore or a 3/4 bore. Well, since I already took it apart, I know that it's a 3/4 inch bore. So I order the part and it comes in a couple months. So again, here's the old turbine, bent all to hell. And here's the new part that just came in. Absolutely beautiful. Now, as well as having that big bolt and washer on the end of the shaft, there's also a cotter pin and an Allen bolt holding it onto the shaft. But even after removing all of these parts, this thing was absolutely welded on. So me being the stupid ape with a hammer, decided to end up using a lot of force and ended up breaking the output shaft on my engine. So not only will you learn in this video how to change out your Leaf Vacuum's turbine, but you'll also learn how to repower your Leaf Vacuum. So first we need to remove these 4 bolts from the turbine housing. After the turbine housing is off, you can see how badly sheared the engine shaft is. Now all we need to do is remove the engine from the frame. These are held together with 1/2-inch nut and bolts. Now this is actually the second time I've had to repower this engine. The original engine was a 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton, and this engine was originally off of a pressure washer, and it is a 6.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. After the bolts are now removed, I can go ahead and remove the engine. And again, I'm salvaging a new engine off of the pressure washer. But I'm going to have to do some modification. Both the exhaust and gas tank end up interfering with the turbine housing. But let's deal with that later. Let's go ahead and attach the engine to the frame. And it's the same 4 nuts and bolts from earlier. Now I can set the turbo housing on the frame. And now I realize the interference issue. Now I checked on their Model 860, they actually have spacers for their turbine housing. And this would solve the problem that I'm having entirely. But I was unaware of this solution at this time, so I went ahead and removed the exhaust and loosened and bent the gas tank out of the way. Now I went ahead and attached the turbine housing back to the engine using the same 4 bolts. Now I can slip the turbine on the engine shaft. Insert the key and reinstall the washer and turbine bolt. I used a pry bar to make sure that the engine wouldn't rotate while attaching the bolt. Now I can reinstall the 6-inch inlet plate by installing all 8 bolts. Now I can go ahead and start it up and make sure that there's no issues. Now later on I was able to use a bench vise and a screwdriver and a torch in order to bend the exhaust pipe. I only actually needed to bend it about a 1/2 inch, and it ended up sliding right on and fitting perfectly. But I still wish I would have bought those spacers. And here it is in the fall, finally being used to clean up all of the leaves. If you ended up enjoying this video, please like and subscribe.